Well, first on the news at 11, was it a touchdown for Tim Walz, the Democratic vice presidential nominee, in the spotlight for night 3 of the DNC? Thanks for staying up late with us tonight. I'm Priscilla Casper. Well, tonight we heard from the relatively unknown governor of Minnesota, pitching himself as the next vice president of the United States.
It's the honor of my life to accept your nomination for vice president of the United States.
And we have team coverage from the DNC with all of tonight's highlights, including analysis from our Sue O'Connell, who is standing by. But we do want to get over to my colleague, Glenn Jones, leading our coverage in the Windy City. Big night for Walz, Glenn.
Another big night, Priscilla, for the DNC. Tonight was full of big names taking the stage, from former small-town mayors like Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg to celebrities like Oprah.
Look at who we are. Against bigotry and hate, we advanced equal rights for all Americans.
I know that Vice President Harris is ready to take us to new heights.
This is a nation where anything and everything is possible.
We get to choose our president. We get to choose our policies, but most of all, we will choose a better politics.
We're going to be teaching our daughters and sons about how this child of an Indian mother and a Jamaican father, two idealistic, energetic immigrants, how this child grew up to become the 47th president of the United States.
Oprah's appearance was a bit of a surprise. It delighted the crowd here. Now let's get to tonight's highlight speaker, Democratic vice presidential nominee Tim Walz. We're going to toss things over to Matt Pritchard, who was inside the United Center when all of those remarks were delivered. And he's also got some reaction from Massachusetts Democrats. Matt.
Yeah, that's right, Glenn. And boy, the party is still going here down on the floor. I'll step out of frame and just give you a look. In fact, hidden in the midst of that crowd right now are our NBC News colleagues, Peter Alexander and Kelly O'Donnell, doing a hit for NBC Network. But you can see that a lot of Coach Walz fans have still sort of crowded around them. They have been chanting throughout the last few moments. Tim Walz has left the stage and has been off the stage for minutes upon minutes at this point, and the energy is still palpable here inside of the United Center. He talked about a lot of different things, laying out what he sees as the policy priorities for a potential future Harris and Walz administration, and really leaned into that Coach Walz persona, even using it as a sort of example of what the next 74 days until Election Day will look like.
It's the fourth quarter. We're down a field goal, but we're on offense and we've got the ball. We're driving down the field. And boy, do we have the right team. Kamala Harris is tough. Kamala Harris is experienced, and Kamala Harris is ready. Our job for everyone watching is to get in the trenches and do the blocking and tackling. 1 inch at a time, 1 yard at a time, 1 phone call at a time, 1 door knock at a time, 1 $5 donation at a time. Look, we got 76 days. That's nothing. There'll be time to sleep when you're dead. We're going to leave it on the field.
And as the DNC crew sort of dismantles and starts to get ready for what will be night 4 in Kamala Harris, we had a chance to get some reaction with some of our own Massachusetts delegates, including Boston Mayor Michelle Wu, who was in the audience. Take a listen to her instant reaction.
What an incredible night. What an incredible speech. I feel inspired. I'm ready. We are all going to go out there and make sure that this happens over the next 76 days.
that was the sense of pretty much our entire Massachusetts delegation. Again, folks here, they continue to rally here on the floor of the United Center, getting geared up for what will be the climax moment of this convention tomorrow as Kamala Harris formally accepts the nomination for president on the stage here inside the United Center. For now, though, we'll send it back out to Glenn Jones.
The crescendo is indeed tomorrow night. Thank you, NBC 10 political reporter Matt Pritchard inside the United Center. Governor Walz's speech tonight may help introduce him to voters around the country, but an Associated Press poll shows he has to hustle his way out of national obscurity. About 4 in 10 Americans don't know enough about Walz to have an opinion of him, and roughly 3 in 10 say they don't know enough about Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, Donald Trump's running mate. The same poll shows Walz had a smoother launch as a VP candidate compared to Vance. About 1/3 of U.S. adults have a favorable view of Walz, and a quarter have a positive opinion of Vance. Significantly more adults have an unfavorable view of Vance than Walz, 44 to 25%. Let's bring